Alright guys, today I'm going to be installing my Elite series called their inductions that I got from the FitGen app from Facebook. I bought this from an individual that upgraded to a different one, so I'm going to be installing it on my 2012 SS Camaro. Everything required for this swap is in here. This is the shield cover. I call their inductions. There's another clamp. And of course the filter itself. Alright, so here it is. I'm going to be removing the shield cover right here. And all these bolts right here. You're gonna have to get a flathead for this. And I think this one right here is a 10 mil. I'm not sure. I'm not very good at stuff like that, but I think it's a 10 millimeter. You're gonna have to remove that as well. And once you remove all those bolts, this assembly should just pop right up. Unplug this, of course. They suggest that you unplug your battery, but go ahead and do what you think you need to do. I'm just sharing with you. On this cover right here, you take this cap off and it snaps right back up. So yeah, just make sure you keep track of all your parts, don't lose anything. All right, so we use a 7 millimeter piece right here to get this, or even a flathead. We're removing those loosening everything up. Everything loose. Let's see how this works out right here. We gotta take that off. This pops right off. Put it in a spot where it will get damaged. This engine's kind of dirty, so eventually we're gonna have to clean it up. Or send it out to somebody to get a detail or whatever. And then you get your 10 millimeter for the 2 bolts. They're in the back over here. Make sure you don't lose anything. Put them in a safe spot. Unplug your harness. Grab your flathead. Grab your flathead and shove it in there and get it loose. And this thing right here, take this off. Remove this right here. Put this aside. Do not throw this away. You will need it in the future if you decide, for whatever reason, sell it to somebody or whatever it might be. Do not throw this away. Easy as that. It comes right off. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Now you can go ahead and grab your whatever it is that you're going to install. put it right in. Alright, so this is my aftermarket part. On this part right here, I'm going to wedge it in from the side right here. Make sure the bottom goes in, as well as this corner over here. This corner right here needs to go right in between here. Pick up this hose, shove it in there, and it'll sit in place. Make sure the bottom is sitting against that lip down below. There's a lip right there. Make sure it sits in there. Grab one of your fasteners. On this situation, you're only going to need one. That's all you're going to need. And that's because obviously it's aftermarket. Make sure it's in there. Grab your this part right here. Oh, don't forget to remove your don't forget to remove this sensor. This sensor right here needs to be installed on this end, so make sure you transfer them over. I think it's like a hex, whatever size it is on your end. Make sure you put this sensor on your replacement piece. Alright, I switched it out already, and now it seems like the only problem that I'm gonna have in this situation is this thing right here. I'm not sure if the twist is right off or not, and if it doesn't, all I have to do is go to the auto parts store, get a piece of tube or whatever, and adapt this piece on there, or see if anybody knows if you were able to take this off or not. I don't want to try to take it off because I'm afraid it might break, and I don't want to break it, so I'm not sure if it's replaceable or not. But I think a hose and a clamp on here will do the trick. For the meantime, we'll continue on with this project here. Put this on there like so. Stick that in right in, right where it belongs. You grab your 7mm, or if you have an 8mm, that works too. Whichever one you want, but just make sure you tighten these clamps here. Put it on there, and then you're almost done with this project. You put this on here. Here's another clamp, of course. You shove this right through the hole, and voila. Once it's in there, I'm not sure what's the best scenario here. I think we're gonna try to do it from the inside. I don't know how anybody else has done it before, but I'm gonna put it through here for now, unless somebody else comments below and specifically says, hey Leo, you should probably put it in through the inside. Right now I gotta manage to put this in here. There we go. Once it's wiggled in there, looks like this is how it should go, through the outside. Once it's in there, grab this one more time. tighten it up. Should be right in there. Don't forget to plug in your sensor back in place. And again, I have this thing came with this cover right here. I'm going to install one right now. So let's put it on there. Let's see what it does here. It's supposed to keep all the heat out of the way. You tighten it up with your hex. See where is that at? That's a small one. Oh, even smaller, huh? Okay. So last but not least, all you gotta so make sure you tighten in these little bolts in place. Once you tighten them up, you should be good and ready to go. All right, so these bolts right here are like kind of a locking mechanism. You kind of like turn it. You see, it comes up. It comes right up. So you gotta turn it over. They're not threaded, so this is by cold air inductions. This is the system that they have for this lid. Kind of a pain in the butt. This is what I was using, and it worked. So with that said, this is how you take care of switching out your cold air intake. On this part right here, I think I'm gonna have to go find me a piece of hose to just adapt from this end to the other. Somebody said something that you had to have it do a whole 360, but I'm not sure about that. I mean, I can see it happening, but not necessarily. So therefore, I'm just gonna adapt a piece of hose to it here in a little bit. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button. Peace. Okay, last but not least, don't forget to put your cover, your cap. Give this thing a little polish. And this is how I install my cold air intake by cold air inductions. Make sure you get this hose, or if you have any suggestions of what I need to do here, comment below. I'm just gonna add a piece of hose to it, and that's what it is. Thanks for watching.